All right, y'all, it is Saturday, December 28th. I just recorded a whole episode and it did not download correctly, so we are redoing it. We are celebrating the Red Implosion. Let's go. Darling, this is a historical event that I am more than happy to live through. Let me move this back. All right. Garden time. I hope you have your popcorn, your celebratory vino, whatever it is. Okay, how are we liking this angle, by the way? I think I like this better. This is good. You might see my mess, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm a little giddy today. Okay, in case you hadn't hoyed, the smelly one has entered the chat and backed the Billionaire Bros exactly as we said he would, because we know who really runs the show. Oh, so now we are seeing round 2 of Republican regret and these MAGA influencers taking to Twitter to announce their displeasure and disappointment and their regret for... honestly, I don't even know, because we all told them. We told them. They didn't want to listen to any of us. They told us to get educated. They told us he was never going to do that. Remember, still to this day, they have to interpret on his behalf. He didn't mean that. He didn't mean it like that. He's not going to do it like that. All that self-gaslighting they did while they looked at us and told us they were worried about the price of eggs and the price of gas, and we're going to thank them later. They're doing this for us, and we're going to thank them later. You know, they were voting for world peace and affordable things. And it's funny because one person had policies for that, and the other person was just like, don't ask me to show you, just believe me. And then that's who they voted for. And now that guy's like, fuck you, I'm running off with my rich friends here. And now, yeah, we've got racist MAGA versus billionaire MAGA, and it's glorious. Some of the folks keep calling it trad versus dark, and that sounds way too cool. No, we have the traditional and / moderate Republicans, right? Then you have the MAGA faction. And within the MAGA faction, there are 3 other groups. You've got the Two Teeth team, you've got the Steeple people, and you've got the billionaire tech bros. And all 4 of these folks are going at it right now. And wouldn't you know it, Miss Ma'am is headed back to California. After working through the holiday, after that emergency change of schedule that we still don't know what it was about. I'm not saying that she had anything to do with like the drama that's happening right now, but it kind of feels like, you know, that silent but deadly in the elevator. It's like she left, and you've got the Republicans in this elevator trying to figure out who laid this bomb, because it stinks. Oh, it's great. Remember when I said you can't have, it's like when the steeple people, religious folks, not the personal faith folks, the steeple people ones, it's our right to take over the world, those people. I said, when they get in power, there's this fantasy that everything's fine if everything's a Christian, but it doesn't work that way, because once it's just them, well, now they're fighting over the details of what they believe in. And we're seeing that in the Republican Party. They put together opposing polarities. They put together the racist, low-income, state and government-dependent white folks with the billionaire, mostly nepo, tech bros who are also kind of racist, but it's that selective rich people racist. It's that, you know, we want to import cheaper labor that is beholden to us for their visas so we can mistreat them, and that's fine. Plus, you know, Indians and Asians are just better at STEM than you white Americans. You know, your culture sucks, your schooling sucks, you want too much money, your work ethics. I'm sorry. See, we already know this, but I'm sorry, I have to take an extra minute. In fact, hold on. I have to relight my garden stick for that, because you don't understand the cheers moment that is. The people who have been screaming about DEI, the people who thought that with this new regime, every Chad with a 1.2 GPA was going to be the CEO of a company because we're only hiring white Christian men and they're the only ones who can get hired now. They're the only ones who are qualified simply because of the body they were born into, and all that. That's what they thought they were getting. And instead, what they are getting is a team of billionaires who want to import brown people to take the STEM jobs, the good ones, and they want to mass deport the physical labor. And I mean, guess who's going to have to go and do that physical labor? It's not going to be the people they paid money to import. It's going to be Chad. So Chad thought he was going to be a CEO, and Chad's about to be picking strawberries. With no benefits and higher taxes. Ooh, and higher prices on everything, because they're okay with that now too. Tariffs are good. It means they're going to buy American. They're fine with paying more for American. So lower money, higher taxes, higher cost of everything, and they're going to import folks to do the STEM work. All right, everyone else can just be We tried to tell them. They didn't want to believe us, and now it's coming out of their mouths directly to their faces. Oh, it's beautiful. If you hear screaming in the background, those are the white Christian nationalist firefighter neighbors with the homesteading children that are never allowed out of the house. So, weekend stuff like that, they just lock them outside, essentially, and God, are they fucking loud. They're so fucking loud. It's like if you would send them to school, they could get some of that energy out, even if it's private school. Send them to the Steeple People School. They got them locked up in the house, in Little House on the Prairie dresses, so that when they go outside, it's atrocious. It's not bad enough that we have to be visually raped by the fucking flag display. This is the house that has like 800 American flags out the back like a fucking ship. But the HOA they were told to take down a massive flag that violated the HOA. So in response, they put up a row of fucking flags, because dude can't get hard unless he's looking at least X amount of like square feet of flag. That must be what it is, or something. Everything, the pool towels, it's everything is flag. The license plate, the car, everything is flag. Okay. And anyway, yes, if these kids were allowed out of the house, maybe they wouldn't be so loud. But, instead, the rest of the neighborhood has to be visually accosted and then audibly accosted. So, and that's Steeple People, right? It's all about them and their comfort and what they want, and the rest of us just have to suffer for their convictions and their faith. Anyway, if you saw my little rabbit hole video, wait. All right, cough fit, sorry. My side theory is this, and I could be way off, okay? This is complete speculation. I wonder if part of what Miss Ma'am was doing before I heard she's back in California today, so we didn't hear anything about the change in plans, no announcements, everything was closed to the press, and now she's back in Cali, but we don't know what was cooking. And I'm thinking that one of the things that she could have been working on was potentially brokering something bipartisan in Congress, so that when the session convenes, they get a speaker. We know that the speaker thing could potentially be a shit show. And while some folks are hoping it is because they don't want the inauguration to happen, we need to get to J6 because that's where we can have the objections, etc. And if they don't pick a speaker, we can't get there. So we're literally stuck. It wouldn't really solve anything. And this whole process had gone fast on purpose. Look at everything that has been exposed, not by us saying this is what they're going to do. We didn't have to prove anything. They proved it to their own people by having a clear path, by having Miss Ma'am concede right away, by having no one get in their way. Investigations cleared, cases dropped, charges go away, suits are getting dropped. And while we're getting frustrated, go, what the fuck is this? They were feeling invincible. And while they were feeling invincible, everything escalated quickly to the point where they have already unmasked themselves in front of their supporters. They have reached the Kool-Aid stage of the cult, and they found out that their leaders aren't drinking with them. They are drinking alone. All right, this part two.